Welcome to the 147th Annual Spring Convocation of the University of Manitoba. My name is Mel Braun. I'm a professor at the Desautels Faculty of Music, where I teach singing and work with opera ensembles, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. You are more than welcome to take pictures during the ceremony, but we ask that you do so from your seats so as not to block anyone's view. Also, maybe just a reminder, those cell phones should be turned to silent at this time. There is a digital convocation program. You will have seen QR codes around the building. Here's the site if you're wanting to tune in, umanitoba.ca/convocation. umanitoba.ca/convocation. There will be a reception following the ceremony. Here's hoping the weather holds. It's outdoors. The students will be recessing around back and through the doors back there, and we ask that you meet them outdoors. It's a great place to be. There are food trucks, there's music, photo opportunities, everything there for you. Next, I would like to welcome our guests that are in front of me here to my left, special guests of the President of our university and guests of recipients of special honors and awards at today's ceremony. Welcome here, folks. Nice to have you.
Our story begins on the plains.
A bison stands, unyielding to the gusting winds.
It steps forward to join the herd.
Together, they move with purpose,
driving relentlessly ahead.
At the University of Manitoba, these traits have defined us since 1877.
Nestled on Treaty 1 and Treaty 5 territories and on the national homeland of the Red River Métis,
UM is forever entwined with Manitoba.
Our steps have shaped its terrain
and echoed far beyond.
Like the creation of canola, Canada's most successful modern crop.
Like the advancement of ultrasound, a critical leap in prenatal care.
Like the discovery of a life-saving treatment for Ebola.
But these are just glimpses of our impact.
And we know there is much more to accomplish.
As the sun sets over the plains, the bison pause their journey.
And the northern lights emerge.
Bold and brilliant, these lights are a spectacle of the north.
They've been a source of inspiration for eons,
guiding us toward possibility.
Under these lights, UM researchers study melting sea ice, revealing ways to predict and counter the effects of climate change.
Under these lights, UM advances reconciliation, partnering with Indigenous communities to bring education closer to home for Indigenous students.
Under these lights, UM embraces a holistic approach to health, from improving food security in northern Manitoba to enhancing maternal and newborn health in India.
Under these lights, these bright, beaming lights,
UM transforms the learning experience,
empowering law students to serve underserved Manitobans
and bolster our communities.
And under these lights, the bison continue their journey,
revealing bison in numbers greater than ever before.
This is a new day,
a brighter day.
We persist, pushing toward a brighter future for all.
Now, please rise if you are able for the entrance of the academic party and our graduating students. Please be seated. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses and research spaces are located on original lands of Anishinaabe, Ininiwak, Anishinaabe, Dakota Oyate, Dene, and Inuit, and on the national homeland of the Red River Métis. University of Manitoba recognizes that the treaties on these lands are a lifelong, enduring relationship, and we are dedicated to upholding their spirit and intent. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past and the present, and with this understanding, we commit to supporting Indigenous excellence through active reconciliation, meaningful change, and the creation of an environment where everyone can thrive. Our collaboration with Indigenous communities is grounded in respect and reciprocity, and this guides how we move forward as an institution. I want to welcome and acknowledge Indigenous graduates to today's ceremony. Many of them are wearing a purple stole. This stole honors First Nation, Métis, and Inuit cultures. We recognize the Red River Métis Nation by displaying a specially created Convocation sash there on the center table. We just all sat down with those squeaky seats, but I'm going to ask you to rise again for the traditional honor song given by Vanessa Lilly. Please then remain standing for the singing of O Canada, which is led by Kristen Suffield. Beginning each convocation ceremony with an honor song is a sign of respect and recognition of the Indigenous people as caretakers of this land. It recognizes our collective identities, cultures, and languages, and the ongoing commitment of the university to reconciliation. This song also acknowledges the significant accomplishments of the graduates' journeys, as well as their ever-important transition into the next stages of their lives.
Way land. True patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I just want to tell you that we don't oil the seats in case somebody's fallen asleep in the afternoon. I'm Michael Benaraj, President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Manitoba, and I formally declare this session of the 147th Annual Spring Convocation to be open. Graduates, I know you've worked so hard for this moment, so I'm going to jump right ahead to the end. Congratulations, class of 2026. We have a number of distinguished guests on the platform celebrating with us today. I would like to acknowledge our Chancellor, Dave Angus, and I would like to welcome to the platform today the Honorable Dr. Patricia Bove, Honorary Doctor of this University, Dr. Winston Watutney, Honorary Doctor of this University, and Reverend Dr. Rob Fringer, President and Vice Chancellor of Booth University College. Also on the platform today are members of the senior administration of the university, deans, directors, associate deans, student representatives, staff and faculty members who have played such an important role in the achievements that we celebrate today. Class of 2026, we're so happy that you're here today. Today is unquestionably a celebration, but at the same time, I know your excitement is matched a little bit with some anxiety. There's a lot going on in the world right now. You may have read the headlines and wonder what awaits you. Will AI replace you? Will it enhance your skills? It's a difficult conversation. But let me remind you that for nearly 150 years, graduates of the University of Manitoba have sat where you are, prepared for a future with both challenges and opportunities. When UM students were graduating in 1944, they looked out at a world they hardly recognized. The war had reshaped virtually everything, but they remained hopeful. In their yearbook message, they wrote the following: "We believe there will be an enormous demand for highly trained people who are not only equipped with the technical skills needed in a modern world, but equipped also with high ideals of citizenship and democratic living. The people of Canada expect us to keep alive the seeds of progress that in the future our country may continue to develop as one of the great nations of this world." And I believe this still rings true. Canada is still young. We are still developing and learning how to fix our mistakes and do better. And we are doing so with swift determination. This is a special time to be graduating in Canada. Today, as you graduate from UM, you hold in your hands one of the most valuable assets in our society, a university degree, a ticket to your future, a parchment that opens doors that you may not even be able to imagine. My parents moved to Canada in the 1960s for one reason: to make a better life for their children, to provide them with opportunities they didn't have. This is probably a story that a lot of you can relate to. We weren't a rich family by any means, but we valued education. I believe that the best investments my brothers and I made were completing a university degree. When I completed my BA in economics many years ago, many years ago, I had no idea I would one day become a professor, never mind president of a U15 university. When honorary degree recipient and now Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, spoke at Davos, he told the world that Canada and all middle powers must reinvent themselves. This is where you come in. And you can ask, how do I do this? I'll share some wisdom from the Honorable Jody Wilson-Raybould, who offered to our community when she delivered her night lecture a couple of years ago. She said, in order to improve our reality, you have to take a certain amount of risk. And you have to be courageous, step out of the status quo, and push for change. This is usually easier said than done. Bringing good to the world takes a lot of work. One of my favorite quotes from Shakespeare comes from The Tempest, when the character Prospero says, "The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance." Today, as you graduate, I encourage you to be part of that rarer action, to lead with integrity, to build rather than divide, and to bring thoughtfulness and care to the communities you shape. Do this, and you will continue the legacy of alumni who came before you. You will keep alive the seeds of progress and help us become richer. I know you'll do this because you're Bisons. You see and do what others can't. And it's an honor to celebrate with you today. Now, just briefly about today's program. Just so everybody is aware, today's celebration is going to take about 2 hours. And I would ask that everybody please stay and celebrate with all the students that are here. Those whose names start with A, and those whose names start with Z. It's not their fault they were born into families with that last name. And while you're here, just a little activity. Recall a campus memory that stands out for you. U of M is collecting these as part of our 150th anniversary celebration. Yes, we turn 150 next year. So think of the memory and share it after the ceremony. Just search UM 150. Thank you.
We now turn our attention to the academic achievements of our graduating students. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we'd like to recognize several students who have achieved the highest standing in their class. The University Gold Medal in Agriculture goes to Stephanie Hannes. Stephanie was initially enrolled in human nutritional sciences and then discovered her passion through agriculture via an introductory course that inspired her to transfer into the agricultural sciences. During her studies, she spent 3 years in Dr. Joanne Thiessen-Martin's Soil Fertility Laboratory, contributing to research on nutrient dynamics in diversified cropping systems across Manitoba and Saskatchewan. With a strong desire to be part of agricultural solutions that promote efficient use of resources, Stephanie is now pursuing a master's program in soil science at UM. She graduates today with a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture degree. Congratulations, Stephanie. The University Gold Medal in Education goes to Lauren Chochinov. After earning her BA and MA from the University of Manitoba, plus a PhD from the University of Edinburgh, Lauren returned to University of Manitoba to pursue her passion for teaching. Inspired by years as an English instructor, she is committed to helping students see arts education as an essential foundation for future success. During her studies, Kathleen Wilson's course, Working in Good Ways with Indigenous People, transformed Lauren's approach to education and decolonizing the classroom. Lauren credits her academic success to perseverance, lifelong learning, the support of her family, and the collaborative spirit of her classmates. She graduates today with a Bachelor of Education degree. Congratulations, Lauren. The Governor-General's Bronze Medal for highest standing in the two-year diploma course in agriculture goes to Laura Emily Delight. Laura is a graduate of Prairie Mountain High School in Somerset, Manitoba. Growing up in a rural agricultural community, she pursued her studies with a commitment to strengthening the future of agriculture and advancing sustainable practices within the dairy industry. Through research involving her family's robotic dairy farm, she explored factors affecting dairy production and animal management. Beyond the classroom, Laura demonstrated leadership and service through involvement with the Faculty of Agriculture Student Organization and the St. Alphonse Foundation. Distinguished guests, the recipient of the Governor-General Bronze Medal, Laura Emily Delight. Congratulations. I now invite Chancellor Dave Angus to address Convocation.
Thank you very much. President Benarosh, University of Manitoba faculty and staff and special guests. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. Now let me rephrase that. Great afternoon, everybody. What a wonderful occasion to get together. And I want to pay special tribute to the friends and family that are here today joining us in this very special moment. I know some of you are here to celebrate with your loved ones. Others are here just to make sure they're actually graduating. That's the case, but here they are. So thank you for joining us here today. But I want to have a special welcome and congratulations to the 2026 graduating class. Here you are, finally, right here in this moment. What a great day. And we're so honored to be able to share it with you as you close one chapter of your life and enthusiastically take the challenge of driving forward on the next chapter. You know, I am probably the least liked person in the room right now, as I am the only thing standing between you and official graduation. And I have so much to say. I could go on for 2 hours. Anybody want me to go on for 2 hours? You know that was your outside voice, right? Fine. I'll just take a few minutes. I just want to share a few things, lessons from my life, that I thought would be worthwhile sharing today. And I'll be honest, the things I feel most important right now are things that I would like you to seek to find on your journey as you go forward. Because for me, it was always about finding things that inspire me, finding people that inspire me, going to events and being involved in initiatives and watching actions that inspire me, because it always was the precursor to things that I did really well. It helped to elevate my efforts. And inspiration just doesn't fall upon you. In fact, looking at today's world, you can sit back and say, what's going to inspire me in today's world? There is so much inspiration out there. Go find it. Use it, embrace it, and it will elevate you to great heights. Go find joy. I know it sounds odd, but go find what makes you joyous in this world. You know, when I turned 50 a couple of years ago, Okay, that was your outside laugh as well, just so you know. Okay, it was more than a few years ago. Look at me. Who am I trying to kid? I made a promise to myself that I would only get involved in positive initiatives, and I would only surround myself with positive people. Because I found myself living my life in exactly the opposite state. And I was becoming that negative force. And as I reflected back on my life, I made that change. That one change changed my life. Because I was able to find what made me joyous in my life, and those people that I could celebrate alongside me. It was a decision that I embrace today. But first, understand what brings you joy, and then go find it, embrace it, and share it with others. Because frankly, what brings me the most joy in my life right now is seeking and finding opportunities to make a positive difference in someone else's life. I always ask myself a question at the end of the day. Did I make a positive difference in somebody else's life today? And the more powerful my answer, the more meaningful that day was for me. And the more days I can have a positive answer, the more meaningful my life has become. Ask that question every once in a while, and you'll find the same kind of meaning that it brings me. You know, there's a lot I like to share, but what I really want to do is simply leave you with this. You know, there's a lot I've learned from the elders here. It's been a real gift for me to surround myself with elders and listen to their words. And one of the things they taught me is to always find a way to speak from your heart. So this is me speaking from my heart. To the graduates, thank you. Thank you all for choosing the University of Manitoba. And thank you in advance for making such a positive difference in the world, in your world, in a world that needs it more than ever. I can only imagine what you're feeling today. But you know what? Let me tell you what we're feeling. We feel pride, a strong sense of pride as we look out at you and see such an impressive group of leaders, with such great promise and potential to take on the world. The seeds of courage in one hand and humility in the other, you are ready for the next challenge. We feel gratitude for the hard work and commitment you have made here within this University of Manitoba community and helped to make it even stronger. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, we feel hope. Hope for our future, knowing that as we look out today, our future is in such amazing hands. You know, an unknown author and a poet that I stumbled across quite a while ago wrote something that I thought appropriate to share at this moment. They said, build a better world. I said, how? I am just one. The world is such a mixed up place. I'll lose before I've won. They said, just a minute now. Here's all you have to do. The way to build a better world is to build a better you. Thanks to all of you for your hard work and dedication to accomplish exactly that. Now, let's go build a better world. On behalf of the University of Manitoba, congratulations to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the graduating class of 2026.
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees and diplomas earned by them as these shall be announced. Will those of you who are to receive degrees and diplomas today please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees and diplomas to which you are severally entitled, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit in absentia those who have completed the requirements for these degrees and diplomas, but who are not today able to be present.
Congratulations. You are now graduates of the University of Manitoba and can move those tassels from right to left. Will those of you who are in the front row please remain standing? Everyone else, you are free to resume your seats. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees in the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, with Associate Dean Dawn Sutherland greeting the graduates. Anita Chidera Ezeagba. Ernest Owusu Sechere. Abhinav Tiwari. Carla Navarro Molina. Adam Joseph Carl Franchik. Drake Hector. Curtis Graham Cavers. Donna Jeanette Barkman. Christopher Peter Campbell. Katya Marie Adamov Ferguson. Kathleen Ann Forster. Rhonda Joanne Friesen. Jordan Boyd Laidlaw. Christy Sabrina Peterson. Ebenezer Nunu. Tirukumaran Ramesh. Trina Marie Semenchuk. Kira Nicole Unger Peters. Victoria Grace Smelko. Rodolfo Camaco Martinez. Oritse Temin Eworitse Eboza. Mackenzie James Ferguson. Sunita Karki. Utpala Indiwari Ekanayake Mudis Yan Seladje. Janelle Goyak. Rajbir Kaur. Madeline Lee. Chiyan Jamie Wan. Sylvia Costa Valentim. Danae Kelly Dawson. Jody Leanne Desrochers. Lisa Wong. Nassim Monaza. Paki Loy. Julie Marie Martinezson. Seyede Fatime Mosavi. Natasha Acheng Oduor Owino. Alexandria Paquin. Yi Chuan. Jessica Louise Turen Schneider. Jillian Blair Sidwell. Jaylene Nicole Spidell. Oluwaseun Adegoza. Teresa Adams. Augusta Ebai Ayeni. Puvitira Balasubramaniam. Rebecca Corinne Chambers. Nicole Amber Gomez. Jessica Kaminsky. Caitlin Hillary Cron. Caroline Dolores Coleman. Catherine Louise Kerbis. Haley Catherine Langdon. Stephanie Lauren Lowen. Ian Allen Fraser MacDonald. Leah Catherine Magnan. Wendy Ann Martins. Michelle Nwe. Loa Jeroen Olofsson. Swati Oli Parambil Ayayagosh. Natalie Christy Marie Pigas. Janine Patricia Pistoka. Dylan Rugbersing. Jane Ramona Suchi. Jennifer Deborah Wiebe. Isaiah Peter Wojtowicz. Now, Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees and diplomas in the Faculty of Agricultural and Food Sciences, with Dean Nazim Chichek greeting the graduates. Umay Abozganova. Drew Evan Barkley. Adam Ronald Bossett. Caleb Abel Bourgoin. Jessica Marie Cater. Karina Celeste Elena Dumont-Raffard. Jessica Brianne Friesen. Aidan Chance Heinrichs. Cassie Elaine Rose Johannesson. Tiana Janelle Irwin Jones. Noah Wayne Kaminsky. Samuel Kimmelman. Emily Mary Martin. Carson Park. Gregory Konstantin Pasechnikov. John Kelly Simonson. Dawson Patrick Thiessen. Maggie Grace Whitting. Kanyan Zhang. Gold medal winner, Stephanie Hannes. Bailey Nicole Karouk. Stéphane Pierre Joseph Chartier. Keisha Onya Ford. Kelsey Forrest. Lena Flor Fridlander. Talia Funk. Braden Matthew Gustafson, Faculty of Ag and Food Sciences, Medal. Caitlin Christine Hunt Delaurier. Leanna Lillian Kane. Ashlyn Kropp. Joshua Scott Langelier. Michael Curtis Reuter. Avery Joy Camille Ritchie. Samuel Ruier. Ryan Colby Rutchko. Olivia Liliane Skinner. Dylan Donald Gerard Smart. Anna Caroline Sternat. Hannah Sitch. Lane Roland Glenn Thompson. Ashlyn Isabel Wetter. Rebecca Lynn Weeb. Xinyu Yao. Ben Alexander Chapman. Juan David Castro Cuellar. Carver Epler. Haley Michelle Everard. Mackenzie Ray Friesen. Ireland Hingley Hurl. Carter David Ives. Alyssa Bryn Shudell. Akshal Arulmani Sukaraj. Razil Kirutbai Katoria. Phuong Quinn Lei. Yein Lee. Rain Maluyo. Janvi Bipin Manvar. Wook Hui No. Si-Hei Pang. Nishta Kanubai Patel. Pearl Bhavin Patel. Bao An Pham. Kiran J. Potman. Ayuna Takeo. Chunhan Sai. Lia Antonova. Oluwatobisin Deborah Attilola. Cameron Malaya Carlos. Hugh Yan Chan. Michael Yuiwing Chen. Kai Kong. Julie Germaine Coram. Allegra Cassidy Krang. Colleen Early. Fredel Estrada Castrejon. Aliza Elza Georgie. Kayla Hallam. Samuel Thomas Hollins. Kendra Dawn Lepke. Charlotte Mary Alice Little. Emily Melnick. Hiro Mendoza. Eunice Ann Restar Miller. Somaya Mim. Angela Ortiz. Misturat Adesewa Oyelancha. Zandra Nicole Panaligan. Maitri Manoj Kumar Patel. Angela Sabu. Sawyer Sturm. Jeremy Tabadero. And now, Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the diplomas in the School of Agriculture, with Director Sue Clayton greeting the graduates. Jackson Keith Buchanan. Our medal winner, Governor General's Bronze, Laura Emily Delight. Carter Jonathan Drieger. Sophie Leonore Eshaus. Marco Fanzago. Adam Jeffrey Friesen. Kira Gare. Andrew Geverink. Jace Guilford. Gideon Hamstra. Troy Coster. Juliana Leroux. Nolan Bradley Marginet. Greg Melson. William Morosky. Eric Michael Morose. Andrew Timothy Nickel. David Pauls. Gatlin Noah Plett. Brody Alexander Pollock. Dylan Robert Porteous. Natalia Annette Maurice Simon. Caden Scott Smart. Caden Stewart. Rylan John Sumner. Francis Sundell. James Taves. Bryce Hendrick Vischer. Evan Daniel Wetter. David Weeb. Noah Marcus Wyrich. And finally, Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees and diplomas in the Faculty of Education, with Dean Jan Stewart greeting the graduates. Gold medal winner, Lauren Jesse Chotchinov. Damilola Adedayo Adewole. Brooke Amy Animola. Isaiah James Armstrong. Danielle Ray Berlach. Keenan Benarosh. Derek Benson. Shay Kennedy Bevan. Marcus Daniel Bokru. Devlin Brady. Tamara Nicole Brady. Hayden Brander. Amandeep Kaur Brar. Sukhmanpreet Kaur Brar. Maya Christine Nikiforak Braun. Brandon Anthony Broughton. Sarah Irene Brown. Tyler Brown. Sophie Cadieux Landreville. Chris Giuseppe Pasquale Caffariello. Cassandra Ida Campbell. Ian Tokozani Kitchen Cherniak. Jocelyn Chomini. Brendan Lloyd Christensen. Matthew Cornborough. Laura Cote. Kaylee Davies. Cameron de Groot. Lauren Durko Todd. Lisa Marie Devani. Alex DeLello. Raylan Marie Dick. Carson Jewel Dreacher. Andrew Ross Dick. Brady Dick. Cameron Taylor Dick. Aranza Elizalde Amezcua. Kayla McKenna Feasy. Ryan Andrew Frame. Isabel Laura Marie Friesen. Congrats. Alexandra Lindsay Fraze. Kirsten Betsy Garson. Anmol Kaur Guman. Maren Doreen Giesbrecht. Caitlin Rianne Goodman. William Gosen. Kenneth Justin Guevara. Ariella Jora Blicker Gunn. Kelsey Miles Gutierrez. McKinley Carter Hall. Danielle Lynn Holson. Quinton Ryan Hebert. Abigail Dorothy Hildebrand. Michael Philip Hofer. Elisa A. Hebert. Madeline Victoria Elizabeth Ingram. Jillian Elizabeth Iverson. Charlie Grace Jacobs. Caitlin Jeffrey. Jennifer Jiang. Matthew Joint. Fatima Kamaluddin. Sana Cameron. Henna Kinorat. Cameron Kimberly Dawn Crosser. Cassandra Lynn Marcella Lamb. Dana Brooke Lee. Nishan Adeline May McDonald. Linda Darlene McLean. Reed Martins. Emerson Melissa Martin. Dylan Marty. Kaylin Amanda Mavrudis. Emily Marlene College Mazer. Ian William McCollum. Derek McGinn. Alexa Yael Miranda Marte. Matthew Moffat. Abrar Mohammed. Joshua Alexander Sikora Malloyne. Emily Elizabeth Myers. Isabella Ann Dirksen Nathan. John Peter Neku. Laura Catherine Neufeld. Alessandra Hope Newman. Jenna Grace Newman. Aidan Alexander O'Hara. Simone Reese Obendorfer. Paige Alexandra Faria Oberlin. Danielle Marie Madeline Osterman. Rachel Elizabeth Owens. Jacob Tyler Paquette. Manon Raymond Marie Paquin. Isaac Samuel Peterson. Amanda Rose Pereira. Catherine Olivia Grace Plett. Christian Portenar. Jonah David Powell. Evan Michael Propp. Ashley Kathleen Puchniak. Bianca Pueblo. Brady George Punton. Bailey Dawn Purse. Caitlin Amanda Rebellard. Caleb Reimer. Megan Wendy Ralph. Kobe Ryu. Manat Rishi. Bailey Rochon. Caleb Joseph Clayton Rondeau. Caleb Dawn Marie Ross. Kira Elizabeth Rumack. Ina Salavoniuk. Adriana Sochuk. Claire Roth Schellenberg. Ria Sofia Semenovich. Haley Sigurdsson. Lana Donalise Sluzarchuk. Ashley Dorianne Smalley. Morgan Stacy. Taryn Steinke. Sarah Violet Stemkowski. Alicia Marie Stick. Roland Grace Tabios. Jack William Taylor. Summer Lindsay Teitzma. Catherine Diane Terra. Nina Thatch. Taylor Thiessen. Cecilia Sif Thompson. Jennifer Lee Thompson. Reedon Marcel Jason Tichy. Talia Joanne Townsend. Madison Traeger. Amara Alexandra Lachelle Shaw Tremblay. Sydney Tuck. Carla Castillo Tumambing. Sandra Ray Squires Unruh. Evan Michael Dennis Van Laken. Brooke Lauren Van Winsberg. Melanie Maria Vidmar. Carol Jean Wong. Carrie Rachel West. Thank you. Madison Wood. Samway William Yuen. Lauren Elizabeth Zacharias. Caitlin Arlene Zagari. Zachary Zagari. Sydney Martina da Silva. Anu Anto. Stephanie Kathy Enns. Matthew Joseph Grammatico. Connor Hopper. Gabrielle Marie Huggins Frank. Baljit Kaur. Jashandeep Kaur. Lacey Kearns. Alicia Monique Marjorie Mitchell. Stephanie Rose Rempel. Melissa Thomas. Christina Joan Todd. Lindsay Carmen Sine. Emily Roseanne Warren.
What a terrific, memorable afternoon. And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pat Bovey. I'm the chair of the University of Manitoba Alumni Association Board of Directors and an University of Manitoba honorary degree recipient. On behalf of the Alumni Association, alumni everywhere, and the staff of the Alumni Department, I am thrilled to be here this afternoon celebrating with all of you today and to be the first to welcome you to the University of Manitoba alumni community. Congratulations on your hard work and dedication in reaching this exciting milestone, Convocation. What you have achieved at the University of Manitoba, however, is just the beginning. You were students for several years, but now you are alumni for life. Today, you join an exceptional global network of over 228,000 alumni across 137 countries. Leaders, innovators, and change makers who with you stand at the heart of progress, driven by the unshakable spirit of the bison. You are now part of that proud herd, bold and fearless, ready to take your place at the center of it all. As alumni, you carry with you not just a degree, but the memories, friendships, and life lessons that shaped your time here at the University of Manitoba. This moment isn't simply the end of your studies. It is the beginning of a lifelong bond with your University of Manitoba community, a connection that will grow and evolve over time. Whether it's mentoring future students, engaging in University of Manitoba's lifelong learning opportunities, catching a Bison's game, attending homecoming, or paying it forward to the next generation, there are so many ways that you can stay involved and enjoy being part of the University of Manitoba alumni community. After the ceremony, you are all invited to the post-convocation celebration outside, which is generously sponsored by the Toronto-Dominion Insurance and hosted by your Alumni Association. There will be food trucks, music, and photo opportunities, so don't hold back. Be sure to celebrate this moment and share your photos by tagging Manitoba. And I have an exciting invitation for you. Mark your calendars for 2027. We will be celebrating the University of Manitoba's 150th anniversary, and we want you to be part of this historic milestone. Let's make it a reunion to remember, reconnect, celebrate, and continue building the legacy of the University of Manitoba together. As I look out on all of you today, I am inspired by the talent, passion, and knowledge that has grown and nurtured right here at the University of Manitoba. You are the future of innovation and change, and I can't wait to see all that you will accomplish as part of our global alumni family. There are Bisons everywhere who are welcoming you to the alumni herd, cheering you on every step of the way. This is your moment. Celebrate it fully. Thank you and congratulations.
Before Michael Benarosh closes proceedings, it gives me great pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Dr. Winston Watney. Winston's a wonderful singer and knowledge keeper, and he's going to share an honor song with us.
Thank you, Winston, for helping close us today in a good way. I want you all to also know that it's not every convocation where you get a person coming from the Alumni Association who's a former senator of Canada. And so I wanted to thank Pat for joining us today and bringing greetings from the Alumni Association. And I hope you'll take the message of our Chancellor and think about bringing some kindness, making one person's life better every day, and thinking about the impact that you have. You are agricultural grads. You will feed our nation and our world. And you're education grads. You will teach our youth and think about all the good that you have within your hands and in your ability. I think you'll all agree that Convocation is wonderful, the joy here. Some of us have done 8 of these this week, and we have one more, and we're always still smiling. And it's just wonderful to have you all here. As Pat said, there's a celebration outside. Hopefully the rain will stay away. And there's food trucks, there's music, there's places to take pictures. So please stay and enjoy the campus. I'd also ask you to please remain in your seats until the academic procession has left the hall, and guests may follow the graduates as they step outside the door. One more time, let's give a big hand for our graduates. I now adjourn the 147th Annual Spring Convocation until 9:30 a.m. Friday, June 5th.